Yeah, we got a game. So we got YourUncleDuncan playing Nadia up against
Ooh,
Bossaroo playing
let's
Twins of the
go.
Green.
Oh,
So for certain, I think Twins are the
yeah.
favorite in terms of
I
commander
mean,
strength.
say, I'd say Bossaroo is maybe a newer player, captured the tower first.
Oh, I
Although
mean,
maybe it's not like a straight mistake and it's an opening idea to go early air trooper or something.
maybe.
But yeah, usually you wanna. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah. I mean, they're gonna try and make something work, so we're gonna see it.
Nice.
And this is the first time we've seen these players. I mean, your Uncle Duncan. I mean, I think they've been playing Wargroove 2 a bunch.
Yep.
They have a
Green.
Twitch TV channel in their name, so. But we're gonna see. Oh, skips another barracks build. He gets a harpy. So we're gonna see like a super aggressive twins play come out here.
Loves the tower units, I guess, and they're both, sending their commander forward to capture buildings and didn't really heal yet. And we see a rifle now. I think Bossaroo is just looking at the list of the units and going, "I want that," and that's a very valid way to play.
Yeah, I mean,
I do that every time I look at a port.
I have to agree. I definitely haven't figured out what I want to build out of ports yet.
When you're not sure, you just go for a frog.
It's not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea at all. Okay, Nadia gonna flamethrower some of these units. And the swords are gonna back up a bit, I think. Bossaroo, what are they gonna do? See a merfolk come out? I mean, merfolk's a perfectly good
And
unit.
rifle actually captured the village.
Yeah,
Oh.
We've got this arrow. No.
alright,
Yeah,
hitting
and
some.
low HP commanders can fight off swords pretty well, so yeah, that's what's happening, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, Nadia's gonna go for this village. Or no, not the village, she's gonna go for the swords. Actually, does that mean Nadia can't knock the village down next turn? I think they still have enough health.
They should be able to, I think. But yeah, this is definitely a brawl where like see a bunch of attacks, they go for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm all for that. I think it's gonna be a pretty fun game. We already saw a very special opening.
And I mean, for as much as like we're having a bit of a joke around as
Ooh,
to
I
like,
think sacking the sword on the village to deny the twins the kill to build up groove. Because villages don't generate groove, so doing that means you're denying the opponent groove.
oh wow, air troopers are so tanky against mages when they're on a mountain.
Oh, they're on the mountain, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I hadn't realized they were that tanky. But I mean, I was gonna say earlier, like for as much as we're having a bit of a laugh about, I mean, they have 2 rifles now. It is
Oh, we're not laughing.
some of the I'm
Let's
not
go.
laughing. I did say we're
I'm
not
sorry
laughing.
to interrupt, but they built a ballista, and I have to point that out.
Oh, okay, that's just excellent. But there have been many times when we've been looking at games and questioning what a player's doing, and then it turns out it's actually a really great idea, and then that becomes what people do on that map. So it's actually really cool to see people trying new things. I mean, like maybe this isn't the best way to play this map, but we're never gonna find out until people try stuff. So always props
Yeah,
to
I
people
mean,
trying new things.
trying stuff is never bad.
As someone was saying in chat, whoever builds the ballista first gets the moral victory, and I think we can all agree on
Great
that.
shield from that mountain. I guess he wanted to heal the sword more. But now that mage might go down to... Yeah. Unfortunate. Might have been a misclick actually. That happens. You know, that happened to me in the tournament.
Okay, well, I mean, these rifles are gonna start getting a lot of value.
Yep.
They do need some more stuff in front of them, I will say that, but we've got a third rifle coming out. Alright, so we just got a gigantic firing squad.
Bossaroo has groove now.
Yeah, and I actually don't hate this play of just attacking the commander and keeping them low.
Well,
I mean, they're gonna lose some units for it, but, you know, Nadia is now forced back. And, okay, you know, losing a harpy for that, probably not worth it, but the longer this unit here...
I guess, actually, if you're fighting around there, it's in range of the rifles, so it's not that bad of a trade for...
Yeah, I think we're actually going to start seeing the rifles start... Because the weakness of the rifle is they can only hit the first unit in a column, but if you have rifles firing from multiple angles, then you can kind of just like pick and choose where you want to shoot.
They're actually doing crossfire.
Yeah, this is really cool. They're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna make a lot of units with guns and we're just gonna go for it.
You know, new rifle tech, you know, you can't cover from both directions at once.
Yeah? Alright, that's a crit, so that's definitely gonna be the end of that unit. But I mean, you've got Archer crit on that knight, so...
You got double rifle hit as well.
Yeah, ooh, I think the Archer is gonna be enough. Harpoon ship comes forward, I guess he's trying to cover for the witch that's there. Ballista comes forwards.
I mean, they're obviously doing the more high level thing of going to cover the tower eventually, right?
Yeah, but I actually... Oh wow, rifle from up high. I hadn't thought of that one there. There's so many rifles. And
Yeah,
these units are
I
just getting
guess
gunned down.
Once
Oh!
you get a lot of rifles, it's kind of hard to keep every unit out of.
I just realized the twins could have cleared that knight with the fire, and then the rifle could have shot the mage. Missed opportunity.
Oh right, that knight actually covered for the mage. I
Yeah.
didn't think of that.
Yeah, because it's such a weird angle, but yeah, it was technically blocking.
Oop. We're seeing a witch hex. Oh, but that ballista is gonna get some value.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a
This
strange
is
match.
just an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, both players just absolutely taking chunks out of each other every turn. And those rifles, I mean, they're not getting hurt, so we're just going to constantly see more and more
I mean,
rifles.
they're starting to, with how the fights are going, and like every turn a lot of units are dying. They're starting to not have much protection anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the solution to that is you just drop Twins Groove and use Twins. Well, but there's a Golem out there as well, so they got a big body blocker. Yeah, those witches are not long for that world. Pop they go.
Actually, if you hex a ballista, it doesn't one-hit KO a witch.
That's
I
quite
think.
funny.
So yeah, ballista counters. No, I mean witch counters ballista.
Okay, we got more. Actually, okay, so we're not going to use the rifles here to shoot. We're going to use other units instead. Harpoon ship coming forwards. And the Harpy, okay, it's not entirely safe to do this, but I mean, it's going to deal so much damage to the knight that is absolutely
Yeah, good
worth it.
value.
And the rifle's going to finish it off.
I almost expected it to not be enough damage to finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, they're not very good against... Oh, but they're not that weak against them. There's so many rifles out now. I'm really enjoying this game, actually. This is wild.
We're starting to see the... Oh, it's a trebuchet, actually. But we're starting to see the waterfronts get pushed up.
Yeah, that harpoon ship is eventually going to get to the point where it caps the tower. Or camps the tower, sorry. And meanwhile, we see the mage trading here, but I mean, that mage is not long for this world. It's standing right in front of a rifle crit.
I wonder what's the groove on Nadia looking, because with this much fighting, we might get a big groove at some point. And I mean, Nadia groove in these kinds of situations, the randomness might not be much of a factor because you're just hitting everything anyways, right?
Yeah, that's very true. Apologies there, I had to cough for a moment. Okay, we're gonna see harpies go up against mages. I mean, this is actually a valid tactic. If you see a low health mage and you've got a harpy there, you can go for it.
I think gold wise the mage did more than the harpy there, but yeah, it's not a bad thing to do.
I mean, sometimes it's
Yeah.
all about unit count and not so much about gold.
These rifles are really starting to put in work.
I think
It's
they've been
adding
putting
up.
in work for a while, I think.
Yeah, it's adding up. Now we see a dragon.
And I mean, yeah, actually, I'm looking at the army here. Like, your Uncle Duncan just doesn't have much left. There's a trebuchet all the way in the back. I guess they've got a rifle as
This
well.
rifle position is might you know
Oh, it's
get
just gonna get
killed by
crit.
the opposing rifle.
Yeah. We're gonna see some, oh, what was it, open season? There was definitely a lot of shenanigans in open seasons with rifle versus rifle. And, back in Wargroove 1.
Yeah, where you would drop a rifle in the forest in front of the enemy rifle to get them to move.
Yeah. And things like, you know, you'd get shot by the enemy rifle on purpose and then mercy heal your rifle to shoot theirs.
Oh, but we're gonna
Oh,
see the
Golem's just
make
gonna go
shot
for it. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, your rifle can now crit the archer. I believe that's a... Oh, that's not a one-shot. Oh, interesting. But that's actually the optimal way of doing that because the golem couldn't reach the archer, I don't
Golem
think.
is less exposed, although it is on the beach now. Chat is asking if this isn't maximum carnage.
I mean, it's definitely... It's maximum carnage. It might not be the map maximum carnage, but there's definitely a lot of carnage going on right now.
Fair enough.
Bombs away!
And yeah, I think the rifles and the golem, the air, like, you know, you can't really tell during the chaos who's really coming out on top, but I think now the dust has settled down a bit, and looks like twins, looks like Bossaroo is coming out ahead from this very
Strange
from the
opening.
carnage.
Yeah. And, like, during all this, they've kept all the rifles alive. So, yeah, Oh, they're just having a lot of trouble. And okay, they're gonna clear up a sword, but this is a golem right there to get, like, a counterattack. Oh, the treb moves in range of the golem. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
That tribe is actually covering the knight for the golem.
I can't,
But
oh, the
yeah,
barge could have blocked, actually, looking at it. But I think at this point you just send the golem in and just kill the treb. Alright, we got groove.
Oh, cooling flame.
So this is the one that heals and does damage.
Yep.
Oh,
And yeah, that's the aggressive. We saw in an earlier game a more conservative way of using the group. This is the aggressive way.
yeah. Although that golem's now sitting in trebuchet range.
Oh no.
But I don't know if it
was all part
matters.
it was all part of your Uncle Duncan's plan.
I don't think it matters. This stronghold is extremely exposed. All of the units around it are dying. There's a big ball of fire and water on it. So even if the golem dies to the trebuchet, I don't...
Oh, but hang on. Maybe in like next turn, like not this turn, but next turn, we might see a big Nadia groove to turn things around if the HQ is still alive.
I mean, the stronghold has to live for that to work, though. And the golem doesn't die.
Wow, they really nerfed Trebuchet, huh? Can't even
Yeah.
one-shot a golem with crit.
Yeah, the witch hex should have come first there as well. I think the golem would have taken like 1% more damage, but alas, small positions takes the corner village at the back.
Sneakily capturing that village.
I mean, I think Bossaroo's got a game plan here, and it doesn't involve taking that back village, which is kind of funny considering that the early build of the air
The
trooper.
air trooper?
Yeah. But I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, the stronghold is under attack.
Yeah, it's going to eat harpy damage, which isn't... Actually, that's a surprisingly large amount.
It might die depending on.
Well,
the
there's a
health of
golem
the
crit
golem.
and a commander hit. Oh, well, commander decides not to go for it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
was there terrain in the
just
way? It's actually
10%,
really
so-
difficult to tell. I think there might have been a forest tile. Ooh, golem just dies. Okay. Oh, there was a
Might
forest
have
tile.
gotten the kill if it got the healing from the groove, but alas.
Oh, that's true. A harpoon ship doing its work. And we're gonna see, this is one of the long-term things that can play out on this map, is you can camp your opponent's tower. And, you know, slowly whittle away with it with the merfolk.
Yeah, this is looking,
Real
that
bad.
HQ, it does heal an extra 10% per turn, but I don't think that's gonna be enough for it to survive.
I think you're correct. I think it's gonna be not long for this world.
That Witch Hex actually doesn't deal that much damage because the groove is gonna heal it back up.
Oh, right, yeah. And YourUncleDuncan, I think they're just like, nah, this is game over. I'm gonna let my opponent deal with the strongholds. Harpy does a little bit of chip damage. Not a big deal, but Dragon gonna heal back to full. The water effect of that groove coming in very well there. And
Yep.
Bossaroo.
Very good planning from Bossaroo to place the groove in a way that like it covers the backside of the HQ, because he knew he was gonna hit from there.
But that was one of the strangest games I've ever seen. Possibly the strangest game of Wargroove I've ever seen. But Bossaroo, they were doing some real cool stuff there with the rifles. I really like that play, and they had a really good use of the twins group at
Look
the
at
end.
the top left side of your screen.
Oh, 3,600 gold? Yeah, they think they just skipped buys on the last turn there. They were just like, I'm just gonna win. I don't need to buy anything.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, fun game by both players.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel kind of bad for being like, oh haha, like they're skipping builds and going for the air trooper, but I mean, they won, so...
we didn't say that.
I mean, I did, but
Okay.
okay. But yeah, well played. I look forward to seeing more matches from both these players. So yeah.